Have you ever seen on social media, like on Instagram, you can swipe? So if you upload like 4 images at a time, you swipe through the series. So you can do this as a series and tell a story with text or anything else like that. But here's what's neat. So let's say we made this a square again. Okay, so we're just going back to the square. I want to show you something just with exporting. It's really interesting. Going back to the square, sorry, backing up, because I want to do this with, because Instagram, you would use square. Okay, now what did it say on social media? Instagram, square is 1080 by 1080, so it's not very big at all. So, okay, but I'm gonna keep the full size 2000 by 2000, but watch this. I'm gonna take a comp of this, okay, watch this. Create comp right here, and that takes a picture of everything on the screen. This will be one slide for Instagram. Okay, so there it is here. I'm gonna turn that comp layer off. And if I don't care about saving all this, I'm just gonna go ahead and redo this. I'm gonna add another one. Maybe it's the same. All right, somebody else. Okay, we're just showing off our portfolio today. Okay, so we're showing off our portfolio on Instagram. I put in another image, and this time I change the background color like that, right? And I'm gonna do a comp of this. So I'm gonna press comp, and at the top of the layer stack, there it is. So now I've got 2. I've got this one, and I've got this one. So these are 2 here. You see how those are there? And then I'm gonna trash this. I'm gonna do one more. Let's do 2 more. And I'm gonna do, this guy's a rock star. Okay, I love that. Boom, boom, like that. This is gonna be, I'm just showing off my photography, and I'm just gonna do this, and we're gonna make this totally different. Okay, something like that. I'm doing this so quickly. You wanna create content for social media, right? This is how fast you can create really amazing stuff. You can do this for each, a client. Each one has a different photo in it. And then we'll do one last one. I created the comps. Let's add one more photo. So now we wanna do, I'm just gonna pick something random. Oh, I like this. She's got the dog. Okay, maybe that's you, etc. Done, done, done. Let's move it over. Background, click the pink. And in this one, I'm going to turn off these 2 because I don't, well, I like those, but I want this one. I don't want these colors. Okay, and this I'll just do a hue and saturation to desaturate that a bit. Okay, perfect. So I've done my customizing, and I'm going to press comp again. So now I've got 4. If you look over here, I've got these 4 on the image. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I want to use all these for social media. Are you ready for this? Now you take all your comps, you highlight them all, hold down shift and click to get them all. So you select one, hold down shift and click the bottommost, get them all. Now from here, you right click and you say export as. Okay, so I'm gonna say export as, and watch what happens. I right click on the layers, watch this. I get into this window again, and guess what it's doing for me? It's got all of my images here, and I can go through each one of these and export these directly from my layer stack. You see how neat this is? And now we're just jumping up with all this content to share on social media. It's amazing. Now watch this. Note though that you have to adjust them individually, which sort of bothers me because it says select all, which I do. And then I change one to, I mean, you don't have to change them for social media, but if you wanted to, 1080 by 1080, it only changed this one. So I would go to this one and say 1080 by 1080. In this case, I might just change the template itself and resave it under a different file size. But just showing you that you have options. If you wanted this one to stay 2000, you could. Maybe is there another square one that's different? So yes, so maybe you're saving one for Facebook and it's 1200 by 1200, right? So in this one, we'll leave it at 1200. Okay, now I say export, and I'll go back to my webinar. Okay, and images ready for display is fine. So we'll just select that folder, and that's it. And it's gonna pop them all out. That's it, it's already done. I'm gonna save that, so that's done. But let's go back to our images. Look at it, they're all right here. And if you name the layer, see you could name them on the layer. It'll use the layer name as the file name. In this case, and notice the sizes, right? 1080, 1080. This one, 1200 by 1200. And if you look, they're amazing, ready to go, all high quality. So if you're on Instagram, you're sliding through this. Look at this great display you could show people. And they're all different, everything's changing. And this is just one template in the Radiant package, right?